Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Shoves him aside, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Corral on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running right through it. They find Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Packers. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side to about the 35, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. 3rd down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. 3rd and long. Corral. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Corral throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Wound up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
4th down. Here's Corral. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. For the shotgun again to Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Corral. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Corral. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players is getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. Here's Corral. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10, and I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 3rd down, Corral. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Running with Elliott. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, Corral. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Corral. Out to his left. And he's got Pierce. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On the play fake, Corral. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through? And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 21-0.
Colts, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Garabay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Drill 52. Pause rest.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially this.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. To the 43, second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Julian Blackman bringing him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action, Corral. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. A good pickup there, 20 yards. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Again, it's Elliott. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he stays up. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2nd and 3. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make...
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being